one of you would be canon. I worship all your handsome words. To me you seem giant.
Wow. I'm alive? I made it? Oh my god. Hey. Welcome back to your regularly scheduled trash. Yes, Mackerel. Oh man, hi everyone. Yeah, I'm back. Hi. I've lived. I don't have the PAX plague. Maybe it's like festering and stewing deep within me. I'm not sure yet. My voice is kind of okay. It could go at any time. There's a very high probability of vocal failure. Complete vocal breakdown could happen tonight. But I would like to welcome you back to the stream. The song was Penpals by Sloan, this is an album I listened to while I was driving up to Boston. And let me tell you guys, I had a really good time. My voice is mostly intact, which might be due to a lot of the singing I've been doing lately, which has been a lot of loud singing. So maybe I've trained my voice for this kind of thing. I don't know. But normally I wouldn't have a voice at all by now. But we'll see. We'll find out by the end of tonight's Shovelware showcase stream, followed by Star Fox. I have a few things I want to talk about. So I'm going to try to cram a lot into this stream, which will hopefully be about 3 hours and 20 minutes or so. The first is I have some stories from PAX. I have a few. Well, first of all, I wanted to say thank you for bearing with me for the 2013 streams. People rightly noticed that my disposition was pretty dour back in 2013. A lot of those streams were me being, like I wasn't really fully me. I'll tell you what got me out of that. One, leaving a shitty job and finding more about, how life could be good. That was nice. Two, editing my own videos helped me learn how to project my voice more and stop being such a kind of a mumbler. So I've learned a lot of lessons, and also life as definitely 2012 was pretty bad for me. Some of you may know. And so some of those older streams, I thought they were pretty good. I didn't watch them fully, but there's some good moments in them. But, that was from a different era. That was like a different time, man. So let me tell you a little bit about PAX, because it was a good time. And I have some really interesting stories I'll share for about 10 minutes. And then we'll begin Shovelware Showcase, if you're interested in listening to such things. So the first thing is, PAX was a good drive for me. I have a Civic. I had a Corolla, but now I have a Civic. Oh boy, moving on up in the world. The Corolla just stopped working, and the thing just wasn't working, and it would just strand me in the middle of nowhere. So I needed to do something about that. So I had to buy, for traveling, a more reliable car, and I did. I got a good one. And I'm pretty happy that it got me there in one piece. So that's good. Also really good on gas. I only had to fill up, put it this way, from where I live is about a 4-hour, 30-minute drive to Boston, right? Without too much traffic. And I probably used 70% of a tank to get there. Maybe 70% of a tank. That's not too bad. Thursday, I drove up. It's a beautiful day. I had the windows down. Really good. Was really excited to hang out with everyone. Listened to a lot of Mark Maron podcasts, the What the Fuck cast. Man, that dude is great. I knew he was good. Never really gave the podcast a shot. He's great. So I kind of even learned a little bit about maybe some things that I could do better from that particular podcast. So yeah, really, really cool. We get there. I get to the to the place, and I meet some of the folks. I met GPM. GPM was a great dude. GPM gave me a great gift, aside from the gift of love. GPM gave me a gift, the Chrono Trigger soundtrack. I have it right here. From Japan, from 1995, in like mint condition. It was amazing. GPM, that is a fucking amazing gift. I still don't know how to thank you for this, but GPM was great. I got a chance to finally meet him, and we had a really good time. GPM, you're easy as pie to get along with. We need a better analogy for things that are like easy, right? Pie, how is that easy? Pie is not easy to make good. Yeah. Pie is supposed to be like, you gotta put some effort into making good pie. It's not easy from what I've heard. So just saying. And he's also easy to get into bed. That said, we had a great time. I met up with Fred. Fred's always great. Dyer's always great. Dyer's very fun when he's drinking. GPM knows all about that. There's some wrestling that happened. Yeah, so some of the streamers, Konome and Imakuni, it's always good to be around them. I love Marissa. I love Gil. I love Fred, Dyer, Jeff, Reds. So a lot of Vinesauce people. Got to meet Van Duo Bones, a number of Vine people that I've Pam, Assassin Rain from the chat. I met some people that I've seen on the stream for years that I had never met. So that was the best part, meeting everyone, hanging out with everyone. You know, I'm a bit of an introvert, actually. I know I don't give that impression, but I kind of like being introverted, and going to such a crazy fucking thing and meeting everyone. It's a lot. It takes a lot out of me after like 3 or 4 days. But while it's happening, it's great. And I met a lot of viewers some of whom brought Red Vox CDs for me to sign. That was cool. I felt really good about that. And then people were bringing memes for me to sign. I signed a plushie. I signed some shirts. I signed badges, books, bad games. Someone made me sign their Hannah Montana Wii game, which is pretty appropriate considering we have Shovelware Showcase tonight. No, I'm someone in chat's like, Vinny, you're not an introvert. I'm an extrovert and an introvert, kind of like mixed together, mostly extroverted. But I do like to kind of like, I can be extroverted for like a day or two. And then I just want to like be like, okay, I'm good. I'm going to go retreat to the Bat Cave and just die for like a day and then resurrect myself. And then I'll go talk to people again. So, you know, when it's 3 or 4 days straight, that can be taxing on me. But it was cool. I'm kind of getting used to that whole like kind of the convention craziness. Lower your expectations for the video. Some funny moments, definitely. Some good interviews. Not as many as the previous years. Jeff filmed. Got some good B-roll though. The footage of the convention was cool. There's a lot of cool sights in the convention. PAX was great this year. I mean, I'm actually I may as well tell you, I'll take it from the beginning and try to rush you through my experience with PAX. That wasn't just hanging out and meeting people. Hanging out and meeting people was the best part. And we went and got drinks on a few occasions. You know, there was some whiskey to be had, and some chicken nuggies. Always chicken nuggies. And by the way, Boston fucking sucks for parking, man. I'll tell you, you cannot find a spot. Bird shit. When I finally got a spot, bird shit on my car. Okay, so that goes to show you, even the birds are looking out. You know, here's your parking for Massachusetts plate holders only. Here's a tow zone. Park until 6, but not until after 7. I'm like, what do these signs mean? Disintegration zone. You know, here's park here if you're a truck, but don't park if you're a car. I've learned that, you know, and I only had to do it twice. I only took my car out twice. The other times were either Lyft or walking. But those 2 times were fucking torture. It was like worse than Brooklyn. It's not better than Brooklyn. But Boston is a beautiful city. I love it. Boston is my second favorite city in the world at the moment. New York City is still my favorite. Maybe because I live here. I'm a little biased. But Boston is so great. I can't tell you guys how great it feels to be there when I'm there. I don't know what it is. Just something. There's just something about it. Anyway, the convention was cool. When I first got there, the amount of games, Nintendo was on the floor with Star Fox and their big hit Metroid Prime Federation Force. Man, you guys wouldn't believe how cool Metroid Prime Federation Force doesn't look. Actually looks okay. I didn't play it or anything. I don't really play a whole lot of games at PAX. That said, I did have a meeting with Newegg. They were interested in showing me a Vive, so I did that. I played this game where you shoot guns at drones, which will be like when Amazon starts delivering pizza. And it was cool. The Vive is amazing. The Vive is oh man, it's so cool. It really is way better than the Oculus DK2. I recommend the Vive. The whole thing with the controllers and the fact that it tracks your movement so carefully, it just works better than... I was almost Todd Howard for a second. Let me finish that sentence. It works better than the Oculus DK2. And this is still very early for VR. We're still in the early phases of this thing. And the Vive was great. And Newegg was cool. They gave me a little power. You know those things that you plug into the wall and then you can charge your phone with it later? That's something that Newegg gave me because they're awesome. And that was the only like appointment I made, because when you're on the media list, which I do because I make the videos, you get I'm dying. You get emails from okay, remember I said my voice was gonna go? Here it is, folks. Fucking hell. I'm sorry about that. I couldn't mute fast enough. I'm okay. So aside from the pink eye that the Vive probably gave me, I now have some form of lung damage, probably also from the Vive. But yeah, when you have a media badge, people will try to get you to cover their things. Most of it was indie games, but in this case, they were showing people the Vive. It was cool. The show floor was cool. There's a big dinosaur for Ark. There's a giant Kirby. There's a giant Pikachu whose asshole pointed towards the Screenwave booth, which is where I was most of, for the signings and stuff. I met Oni again. Oni was great. I love Oni. I might actually be doing Sleepy Cabin. Maybe. Don't hold me to it. It could happen. It could happen. But Oni's cool. We'll see how that goes. And other than that, yeah, I met... who else did I meet? A few other people. But yeah, it was just... Oni was... That was the second time I met the guy. What else? Yeah. What other games did I play? I didn't play any other games. I just played the Vive. There was some really nasty body odor on the floor. I mean, this is vital for the PAX experience. I got to describe the sights and smells. There was some really nasty body odor, but the Twitch booth, they were giving away deodorant and body wash from, it was like, that's the ultimate hit right there. It's like because they're right in the front and people are going to pass by the Twitch booth. And it's like, here, have some body wash, have some deodorant. No, really, we fucking insist. And so by the third day, I didn't get as much BO. Maybe they got, the deodorant and they're like, sure, okay, fine. But wasn't too bad overall. Me and KY invented this thing called the bow meter, and it wasn't too high on the bow meter. So, yeah, I mean, it was just, it was a good convention. It was crowded. There's a lot of waddling to be done, because that's how you move at crowded conventions. You don't walk, you don't run, you waddle. My legs still hurt. Let's see what else. The weather was okay. It wasn't great at times, but it was mostly good. The convention, was pretty packed with tons of... There's so many cool games that I hadn't seen before, some of which I interviewed people about. I talked to Will from Soda Drinker again. You look forward to that interview. I also played some... Not played, but I had seen some games that I had played. That's the sentence. Enter the Gungeon was on the big screen at Devolver Digital. They were cool. Shadow Warrior 2 was there giving away fortune cookies, one of my fortunes was like have some of my wang or something like that. You'll see it in the video. What else? I'm trying to go quickly and describe some of the other things and then just kind of wrap it up. There was a lot of competitive stuff happening, you know, a lot of like big screens with people sitting and watching and announcers. It's like every 4 feet was an announcer. Everyone was a fucking announcer on the show floor. Oh no! Uh-oh, the orcs have overcome the humans and orcs must die too. Oh, what a shame. Oh, well, there he goes. Well, see if he can set up the defenses in time. It's like, that's not even really a competitive game. That's just play the game. But there was still an announcer for Orcs Must Die Too. And like, that whole esports thing is becoming more prevalent. Same where like, you know, almost every booth had some form of VR. There's VR fucking everywhere. And, you know, the PlayStation Move thing was there. The Oculus was there. The Vive was there. The pink eye was there. There was, you know, booths where people were just like in and out, in and out, in and out. And like they were just wiping down the lenses with alcohol. You would go over to an indie developer and check out the indie mega booth. And there would be people with Oculus or Vive just there. Everyone was like VR this year. It's crazy. This fear of fear and disease wasn't there, which one year there was a big ball, like a hamster ball with an Oculus inside of it. But that wasn't there. A lot of big spectacle, but overall it felt like a pretty concise show floor. Like I didn't ever really feel too overwhelmed, maybe a little bit, but it was pretty well maintained. The people at PAX, the volunteers, had their shit together, and it just felt pretty good. It was a good convention. That was my third PAX, and it was maybe my best one. So it's a shame KY wasn't there because we usually have a good chemistry for conventions. But yeah, he's in Texas now. So he's looking for his bike at the basement of the Alamo. And so I really don't know. You know, well, am I going to do PAX again? Maybe I'll do PAX South one year. That might be cool. Who knows? I guess that's about it. Wrapping up. Saw Markiplier with a fucking entourage of people, just a massive swirl of people, like the Dothraki riders surrounding Daenerys Targaryen, just like totally. See, I'm hip. There was such a huge amount of people around him, and like part of me was like, do I ever want that? And then the other part of me was like, nope, no, I'm good. I did meet a lot of Vinesauce people. Like I ended up signing well over like 150 things, I think. And that was like so cool, but I wouldn't want to be swamped with like a swirl of people everywhere I go. I didn't see anyone else like any other e-celeb or anything like that. I saw two best friends from a distance, so that might count. And Living Tombstone, he was there again. He was cool. He was nice. He DJ'd at a thing that I went to, and that was fucking great. Everyone there was really nice. The whiskey was especially good. Here, let me give you a tip for conventions, kids. Don't drink the night before you have to get up early and go do things. Because even if there is an open bar and free whiskey at, say, like a Twitch partner party or something like that, don't drink it. unless you can handle it. I was okay. I was wobbly one particular morning. I had 3 whiskey on the rocks, and I just woke up the next morning. I was still like a little trashed. I was like, okay. Oh, now I've got things to do. Yeah. Oh, right. I gotta see dinosaurs and robots. I guess the final note is I noticed that there was a lot of, aside from Oculus, there's a lot of robots. Lots of robot things. Lots of pixels. Everyone likes pixels. You know, things intentionally looking glitchy. I noticed a trend of a lot of games on the show floor, a lot of indie games intentionally looked glitchy and pixely. And it was like, hey, do you like pixels? Do you remember the Nintendo? Well, here's a game that looks like pixels. And that was the other thing that kind of felt a little like, okay, you know, we get it. I don't mind the retro style at all. I like it a lot in like Enter the Gungeon and a number of other games. Like Chasm is coming along great. Axiom Verge did it with finesse. Some games do it like perfect, and I love it. And then some games are just like, well, we're lazy. And instead of doing an art style, we're going to do some pixels. We're going to make them look corrupted. And also, when you come to our booth, you're going to see robots. And I was just a little bit not to my liking. But that's okay. Some people love it. And I guess, the last day of PAX, did some interviews, spoke to some people. Again, I don't really play games on the show floor because it's just waiting. And there's a lot of lines, a lot of capped lines, a lot of people waiting on lines to play games. And, but we had a really good time. Again, then I drove home. I really, by the way, driving home from Boston at night, like I had to stop and get coffee because that shit is fucking monotonous. Connecticut, what the fuck is you doing, man? Connecticut, you need to like vary the scenery a bit. Like pop up a few more cities. Hartford's not enough. I need a few more cities to drive through so I can look at things and not get bored on the road. So anyway, that's my story. Am I gonna get Overwatch? No, I'm good. So let's see what else. Yeah. Jeff says, sorry, we don't have any $15 bridges. What? Come to New York. Have a toll every 5 minutes. Have a bridge every 10 minutes. Pay the toll for the bridge every 15 minutes. Go fuck yourself the rest of the time you're here. What's that? You want to spend $16 on a bridge to get from Staten Island to Brooklyn? Come to New York. We got pizza. By the way, go fuck yourself. That's New York. Connecticut's just like, we don't give a shit. Just drive through. Just drive through. Hey, you want to really just go to Rhode Island or fucking, you're better off in Massachusetts. We don't want you here. Yeah, we got 2 cities. Yeah, it smells like shit. Don't worry about it. Right? I mean, what the fuck, right? So, okay. All right, that was a lot longer than I had expected to talk about PAX. But overall, I had a great time. And thank you, everyone that came by and stopped. Everyone I met this year was great. I mean that, actually. Like, everyone was really cool and respectful, and I loved it. Met great people, hung out with great streamers and great friends, and I will miss it. That said, it's good to be back home, and I'm happy to stream. I want to tell you a few things that are going on. 1, so Shovelware Showcase is up. 2, A Fox in Space came out today. Remember that thing I showed you, the animated Star Fox thing? That wasn't done yet? Well, now it's done. And I'm not going to show you the whole thing, but I'll give you a little preview of it. And then we can, I can direct you to it later before I play Star Fox, which is also on the agenda, Star Fox Zero. We're going to find out if it is part of the Shovelware Showcase stream or not, which I've heard some mixed things about. It could be good. I'm hoping it'll be good. Some people like it. And then after that, after the art, I want to talk about Game of Thrones Season 6, Episode 1, just for a little bit. And a new feature I'd like to call Game of Thrones Talk Review from Vinny. I didn't name the feature before I came up with it. Whoops. But yeah, at the very end of the stream, after the art, there will be spoilers. So I'm going to ask later on, after the art, for our people to leave if they don't want spoilers. And I'm just going to spend like 10 minutes on episode 1 of season 6 and just talk about it a little bit. And, talk about my favorite part of Game of Thrones, which... Oh. I think I only heard that song like once before playing it tonight. And the name of that song is A Day in the Life of a Tree by the Beach Boys. I thought, well, okay, the previous games had generic surf music. One was a beach game. I wanted to play a Beach Boy song. Which one? I don't know. Maybe a sad one, because the Wii just broke. And then I play A Day in the Life of a Tree. And I think that's when Brian Wilson got a little weird. I think he was getting a little weird at that point in time. I'm not sure if even he knew what the fuck he was singing about. in the late 60s, early 70s. But yeah, that's day in the life of a tree. Day in the life of my Wii. We're going to do Star Fox Zero now. This thing is going to be either Shovelware Showcase Extended, or it's going to make me very happy. I've been a huge Star Fox fan since the original. I love Star Fox, and I really wanted this game to be amazing. And then you find out that people don't like it for one reason or another, and it's just disappointing. Controls seem to be panned the hardest. So, yeah, it's kind of sad that it didn't get universally glowing praise. But I've heard of a lot of people that really did like it too. So maybe it'll be good. Who knows? I'll find out. And before I do that, I want to show you something. So there's this cartoon that I showed a while back that Nintendo had unfortunately requested they take down, and then they brought it back up under a different name. But this is a Fox in Space, and this is probably one of my favorite fan things ever in relation to Star Fox or any of the Nintendo stuff. I just really like this. This is, I think, been a very long time in the making. So it's just great that it's finally
Previously
out.
on a Fox in Space.
We've got a security mission tomorrow where people could die, and you boys are in here playing video games.
Hey, nobody's gonna die tomorrow.
Yeah, Fox is right, Peppy. I mean, it's just a security detail on Fortuna. What could go wrong?
Well, if it isn't Fox McCloud, shoot me down if you can.
Peppy, long time no see.
You guys should just turn around and leave because you do not want to piss off my uncle.
Oh, just who I needed to see. Star Wolf.
This can't be happening.
All your friends are out of the game, Wolf. Don't make me shoot you down.
Oh, come on. If we don't put Star Fox out of commission, we're gonna be standing tall in front of Andros.
I know where Fox McCloud's going to be in 4 days, all by himself. When we roomed together in the academy, he told me about this old memorial out in the desert he visits the same day every year, which is coming up this weekend.
Is that a fact?
What is that?
Hands in the air, McCloud. Get down here, slowly.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking cool. It's you know, I'm gonna. I don't want to spoil it. I want you guys to watch it on your own if you're interested. Just Google A Fox in Space. Also, it's 13 minutes, and I'm eager to stream.
What you need?
Have you seen Fox today?
No, I haven't seen him for a while. Did he leave?
His R-Wing's gone, but he didn't leave a message or nothing.
I just like the way the sound is mixed. I like the way
Next stop, sarcasm.
it looks like something kind of noir-ish.
Jeez, this floor is freezing.
Well, have some whiskey with me. That should warm you up a bit.
Thanks, but I don't drink.
That is so cute. Well, anyway, listen. The kind of people that hang out here aren't exactly fond of Corneria, so I'd suggest not causing a scene if you want to walk out of here alive.
Oh, trust me, I'm not gonna lose my cool in a bar full of Venomian mercenaries.
Look. No shit. See? I told you he was Star Fox.
Oh, for God's sake.
What can I
My
tell
name
you?
is Fox McCloud. Star Fox is my team, not my name.
Everything is just fine. I've got it all under control. Just recommence with the festivities.
Weren't you friends with that Fox guy?
I don't know.
What the heck is your deal? If you want to walk out of here...
No, I'm serious. Is this permanent? Is everyone just forever gonna not learn my name? I just don't...
Hey.
What do you, hey, can I help you?
Yeah, he's not with me or anything.
So, are you really Star Fox?
Yeah, sure. Whatever.
All right, is there anything else?
It's
we haven't
really
thought
good.
of?
I just really
check
I think this is really good.
Sign off records real quick.
Yeah, do that.
Nah, nothing.
He didn't say anything about going anywhere.
You sure?
Nothing comes to mind. But then again, you do know how my memory
Look at
is.
Slippy's face.
Oh,
Slow it down, Slippy.
the memorial.
The memorial?
Oh, yeah, that's right. That was today.
I don't think
That thing Fox goes to every year. He's just on Papatoon, that's all.
Well, he ain't been answering my calls. Slippy, bring up the systems log for his R-Wing.
I just did half an hour ago. Nothing new.
Well, just check it one more time.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that's not good. Falco, you should probably...
One step ahead of you, old man. Flippy, get my R-Wing ready.
Sure thing.
Anyway, yeah. So watch it, check it out. It's good. It's a really good episode. He's working on more, and I'm probably gonna actually end up doing a guest voice, which I would love to do. Like I said, Star Fox to me is just great, and that's a really, really cool fan project. Nintendo is aware of it. They shut it down, but he had to just change the name of it from something to something different. But you know, I guess I understand that their IP and there's like, you know, their characters drinking and saying shit and whatever. So you don't want people to think it's official. So yeah, give me a second and let me just set this up. Yeah, I know. Well, here's the thing too. Nintendo, sometimes they make sense with what they're doing. Sometimes it's like, all right, I get it. You're protecting your characters and you're well within your legal rights to do this. And then other times it just seems like they're nitpicking, like corruptions and ROM hacks, that kind of stuff shouldn't be. I mean, maybe ROM hacks are kind of a problem. But I mean, if you're just playing them on your YouTube channel like a Kaizo thing, is it really necessary to nuke a guy's entire channel? Questions. I ponder them from time to time. All right, I have Star Fox Zero just about ready. And I'll just get the HDMI set up. Get this going. And yeah, I did see the Nintendo's Star Fox cartoon that they released a few days ago to promote the release of this game. And it actually was pretty good. I liked it. So, I mean, both of them are great. It's just, you know, let them coexist.